Let me in now, and it could be nice. Now we go back, and I'll have to come back. Not once, not twice, but as many times as I like. Welcome to Not Sure Yet.
I hope that you guys heard that, actually.
I really don't know if y'all heard that.
I hope so. We'll hear.
Yeah, it'll be, it's okay. If you did, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, that's kind of rough for you, actually.
Y'all ever watch Long Legs?
Y'all ever watch Long Legs? Y'all, type in the chat if you've ever seen Long Legs.
Chat, type F if you've seen Long Legs.
Type F. Type F if you've ever seen Long Legs. F's in the chat for
F in the chat for Long Legs.
That's crazy. Well, welcome to Not Sure Yet.
Yeah.
I'm Megan.
I'm Carrie.
Yes, and we each host our own respective shows here on WCVFFM 88.9 The Voice. I do Go Off, and
I did Into the Rabbit Hole, but unfortunately my last show was this past Tuesday.
No, because I'm gonna freak out.
I was gonna do a show during Dead Week, but I actually am going to a Magdalena Bay concert. So
okay, well, no, because that's real, and you know you're allowed.
I hope she plays Killshot.
I hoping and praying for you.
I love her so much.
I need to listen to Magdalena Bay.
I'll send you a little playlist.
Please do. I have not. I've only listened to one song, but the problem is I don't know which song it is. But
it low-key might have been Killshot.
It might. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, both of our shows we kind of just like talk about whatever's on our minds.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just what we're gonna be doing today, with my playlist in the back. Thank you, Brian Adams.
Summer of 69.
Summer of 69.
Nice.
It's one of my dad's favorite songs. I think that's why I put it on here.
Okay, period dad.
Real, period dad. Dad's not listening, but period dad.
Dad should listen. So, I don't know if anyone could tell, but my voice is like halfway gone.
My voice is also so hoarse right now.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts.
Mine is really bad.
Yeah.
So we went to the Relentless Moisture show.
We did.
Well, the BJ show.
We went to BJ's Fest.
When Relentless Moisture came on, love them.
Y'all can't see it. For those watching the video, we're doing little heart hands.
But when they went on, I was moshing the whole time, and my shoe fell off, and
was so
my
funny,
shoe
though.
fell off, and then I grabbed it, and I'm like, my shoe. But no, I was like screaming the whole time.
It was so.
Now I sound like this.
I was not in the mosh pit. I was not finna be in the pit. I was on the outside, kind of like making the barrier, because I like doing that. Because I'm like, okay, I'm A, keeping people safe, but B, being a part of it, you know? Because I'm not getting into that thing. If I trip and fall and die, that's not on me. I can't do that. Okay. But like, I still want to be a part of it, so I'm like pushing people in.
Yeah.
And it's fun, because like, it's kind of fun, because then like people bump into you and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, dude, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. That's so fair. As like a small person, the pit is kind of scary sometimes. So
I was kind of scared for you. I'm not gonna lie.
I just have to like hope and pray that I'll be okay.
No,
and
real.
I was okay last night. Except I was in like weird torso pain. But you know,
see, I didn't know that.
Hey, that's the nature of the pit. So
that is
that's
the nature of the pit. The nature of the Valley of the Beast.
That's what my old landlord said when we were like, hey, it's summertime and it's actually so hot in our apartment. And he goes, well, that's the nature of the beast.
That's crazy.
And we were like, okay. Like,
can you help
us?
We
live above a laundromat, so we're getting all that drier humidity.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, see, I could not do that.
I was like, okay, it's fine. It's like totally fine.
No, I would freak out, actually. I don't think I could do that.
No. Nah.
Yeah. So that's probably, if you hear voice cracks or like me going ow, that's probably why.
I might try to like bring one in here. Like if I think it'll come naturally, actually.
Oh, there you go. And we got one.
If I talk with like a deeper voice, it's not as bad, but But if I talk with a high pitched voice, I don't know about all that.
No,
real. I sound like this.
Real though. No, but Moisture was so fun. BJ's Fest was so fun.
BJ's Fest was awesome.
The other two bands, I loved them. They were so good.
I unfortunately missed the first band.
I know.
But I'm sure they were really
Robbery Club
good.
was so good, though. I really loved them.
I got there, like, right before the second band started.
It was good. Both were really good. I had like an out-of-body experience, and it was very fun.
Well,
But like out-of-body / pause.
True.
Yeah.
Positive.
Yes.
Good night.
And then, and when Moisture played, they played all my favorite songs too.
Yes.
So I was like, thank God.
No, literally. And what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I love that.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hey, sometimes that's just how it is.
Okay.
We did have a couple topics that we were going to talk about today.
Yeah, so we might bring them up.
We might bring them up. We're not going to tell you what they are.
We're not going to tell you what they are. We just might bring them up later.
Might as well.
I think we should bring them up at the end when we play our last booth play. I think we should bring up the one. The one.
The one? Yeah. Yeah, I got you. No, I got you.
No, because like it makes sense.
It does make sense. It actually does make sense. You're actually so right.
That's real.
We will do that.
I remember what I was going to say, and I was going to say adrenaline is a crazy thing.
Adrenaline is
crazy. After I was out of the, like when that show was over, I was out of the pit, I was outside, I was going crazy. Like
you were.
I was completely in my right mind.
You were like so hyped up.
I was so hyped up. It was like so good. Definitely top 5 BJ shows, I want to say.
Real.
It was awesome.
I could say that.
It was so awesome.
Unfortunately, I haven't been to many BJ shows.
I've been to a lot.
Real.
Like, I feel like I've been to like most of them since I started like actually going out.
No,
I
real.
used to be like a hermit slightly.
Hey, same.
But also,
actually,
like starting in 2020 is like.
That's what. Yeah.
You couldn't really do anything.
You
ever
couldn't.
At all.
That's like I always talk about that time, and I'm like, yeah, like you couldn't bring anybody into your dorm room.
No, yeah.
Like you could like Cranston was to go. This is like a back in my day moment, but
no, because me and Megan both started in 2020.
We did.
So yeah, when we would go to Cranston to like eat foods, and you couldn't actually eat in the dining room at all. You just got takeout, and then you would walk out the exit that's like by the where you drop off your like plates and stuff. Mm-hmm. You would have to walk out that door.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Like they had like the I'm trying to think of what they're called. It's not Tupperware, but it's like
the takeout.
The little takeout containers. Yeah.
I actually really wish that they still had those because sometimes I don't want to eat inside Cranston because I want to go home. Or I'm in a hurry and I want like pasta.
Like I want exactly. I'm like I want my Cranston food.
Honestly,
but I'd want to leave.
I do be bringing my own Tupperware sometimes. I can't lie.
Wow.
No one tell them. No one tell FSA. No one tell FSA
right now. FSA,
I didn't do that.
They've got like 2 weeks. No, let them like, live.
I have 2 weeks and then I'm out of here, bro.
No.
I'm actually gone.
I don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about it either. It's weird.
Fun fact about me, I don't want to think about it.
Fun fact about me, I'm scared of change.
No, real.
And I've been in Fredonia for like 5 years at this point, like the majority of the time, because even when I wasn't a student, I still lived here.
No, real.
So for like the majority of my years, for the past 5 years, I've been in Fredonia, and now I'm going to graduate and I'm going to go home, and what am I going to do?
That's how I feel.
My stupid Walmart job.
Mm.
Which like, if you work at Walmart, full respect. I hate it. I personally hate working at Walmart, and I will be finding a new job.
I have full respect for Walmart workers. They do God's work.
Yeah, I agree. As a Walmart worker, I agree, actually.
No, I know. Every time, like, you would tell me about something that happens, I'd be like, wow.
Oh, my God, wait, yeah. Okay, so I worked a tiny bit over spring break, and I'm like, I'm one of the personal shoppers, or like I dispense orders to people or whatever. So I'm like shopping for like doing whatever I'm picking. That's what it's called. Like in the biz, that's what it's called.
In the biz. In the biz.
In the biz, it's actually called picking. But so I'm like about to go back and like to drop off everything because I was done with my walk. And then this little girl sees me and she like waves at me with the little baby hands, and then she goes, "Daddy?"
Oh.
And it was literally do I look? It was literally just like that. I was like, do I look like your father? Is your father 5 feet tall? Like what?
Like what?
Like
crazy.
So funny.
That's so funny.
I know. Some crazy things. I forgot. What was the other thing I told you about?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this lady during like my literal first day ever, like it was literally my orientation. I was training. Like I didn't know what I was doing at all. I'm like walking, like literally right as we're leaving the back, like right after orientation, where they're like, all right, you're gonna go sit and bag groceries by the cash register.
Favorite.
I know. I actually hate that so much. But so on my way up there, this lady, I passed by the cosmetics, and this lady comes up to me and she goes, I need something unlocked. And I was like, okay, well, I literally just started working here. I don't have a key. And she was like, well, find someone who does. And I
Okay,
was like,
easy.
Sure. Okay. So I didn't do that. Because
I just did it.
I'm like, you were mean to me. You know what?
No, that's real.
That guy was mean to me.
That guy.
You could be coming in for a job interview, and I would be the boss.
Like, you know what? That guy yells.
That guy yelled at me.
That guy yells.
Oh
my god, I love that skit.
I love that skit.
Tim
so
Robinson, I think you should leave. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
please go watch it.
Do you know how to drive?
Especially that one, yeah, where he's in the car and he's like, I don't know.
There's that one, and there's also the zipline one is also
The
one of my
zipline one
favorites.
is so good. There's someone, I wish I knew her Instagram handle like off the top of my head, but she makes I Think You Should Leave earrings, and there's
I need
ones
those,
of
actually.
him on the zip line.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, I want those
I
so
actually,
bad.
Like, need that location.
They also have Baby of the Year ones that are customizable. So I could get Baby of the Year 2002 earrings.
Okay.
And I think that's so funny.
Yeah, we should like match.
I mean, hear me out. We
Like,
could both be Baby
we
of
can
the
like
Year.
match. Like we're co-baby of the year.
Co-baby of the year. Yes.
No, but
Carrie
okay,
and
wait.
Megan co-babies
Yeah,
of the
Carrie and
year
Megan
2002. Real.
But okay, so like back to my silly little
Yes.
Walmart story. I'm almost done. But so I go up. I don't tell anyone because I'm like, you're like, you yelled at me.
No, real.
Like, so I just start bagging. And this lady, the same lady, she comes up and she goes through my line. Well, it wasn't my line. I wasn't cashing. I was just paying. But
Yeah.
she goes through that line just so she can cuss me out.
What?
Like, she literally was like, you didn't find someone, like, blah, blah, blah. I was standing there for blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Hey,
you can go ask customer service, actually.
No, exactly.
If you need to find something and if you need something unlocked and there's no one around, pro tip, go to customer service
Fun
and
fact.
say, hey, I need someone with a key in, like, I want something out of cosmetics or something.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was an experience. And then she got, like, I don't think she got banned, but she got kicked out of the store because she was cussing me out very loudly in front of everyone.
Hey,
And I literally was just standing there, like, I was looking at her straight-faced, and I went, okay.
she's better than me, though. I
Yeah.
mean, hey.
Yeah. No, I love, like, actually, I used to not, medication does a lot.
Yes.
Medication does a lot for me.
Real.
Because I used to have, like, the worst mood swings ever in the world. And I would be, like, if people were mean to me, I was going to, like, yell back at them. And, like, I wouldn't really do things in a way that would be beneficial for me. And then I start taking medication, and I'm like, oh, my God, like, wow, I don't feel like a psychopath every single
No,
day.
real. Like, it doesn't, like, it's like what happened.
Like, I feel like kind of normal, I think. So then, that was actually before I started taking meds, though.
Oh.
I
Well,
just realized that. That was
Oops.
before I started taking meds, but I still, like, it was just, like, it's my first day at Walmart, and I was just, like, I don't really know what to do right now, so I was
well,
kind of
yeah.
like,
I mean, if you don't know what to do,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't do it either.
But when people approach me to confront me about something and they're aggressive about it, I just stare at them and I go, okay, and then I walk away.
All right.
I'm like, yep, all right.
No.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I have worked many jobs in my lifetime.
I have worked one.
No, see,
And it's been Walmart.
let's go down the list. I worked, my first job was at an Express in the mall. And fun fact, I get letters from them because they're filing for bankruptcy.
Oh.
So I keep getting these things that look like
R.I.P.
lawsuits in the
Express.
mail. And I'm like, what? I'm like, who's suing me?
No, that's
what
not
did I
fair.
do? But it's not. It's just them.
I totally could get sued by both of my old landlords because I broke both of those leases.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for
I
admitting
think-
that on the air.
No, it's okay. I think they're both chill now.
Okay. Well, I
It
mean,
was
as long
like-
as they're chill
it
now.
was an experience, but I think we're over that.
That's what matters.
Hopefully they're not listening.
Hey.
Hey,
But let's
what up? How are you doing? How are the kids? You know?
real. How the kids? I've worked.
How's the wife?
Oh my God. How's the wife? How's the kids? Me. Oh gosh, I can't do a southern accent. But
I was doing really good with it.
you were. Well, I think it's because of the voice.
Yeah.
I think it's because it was really deep. I think
Maybe
that's
I'll
what
try to
worked.
speak in a southern accent the rest of the show.
Are we good? Okay.
All right.
You can do that.
Okay.
I gotta
I'll try
think-
my best.
Okay. I gotta think about what I've worked at. I've worked at Express, which is like a clothing store. I worked in the mall. I worked at a bowling alley.
Ooh, that sounds really fun.
It
I
was-
could never work in a mall.
Oh my gosh. Actually,
I would get so much food court food. I would I would spend
it
all
was-
of my paycheck on
it
food
was really
court.
bad. I would work, and then I was right next to the food court too.
I'd be like,
so
Panda Express?
I'd go to the Wendy's and I'd be like, give me that biggie bag.
Give me that.
Give me that.
me that.
I'm gonna eat the
I'm just
whole
joking.
thing.
Give me that. I'm just joking.
I'm just joking.
I'm not joking.
I'm gonna eat the whole
Let me take a
thing.
video.
Let me take a video of you. But there was, I would go to Wendy's and I'd be like, give me that biggie bag. And then like, thank God it was only $5. Because if it was more than that, I think I would have just gone broke. I don't think I would have made
Literally.
any money ever. But the bowling alley was fun. It actually kind of ties into one of our topics.
Okay.
It's actually kind of
It like
crazy.
low-key does.
But like in a different, like in a way that's like concerning.
No, but like it low-key does. There
it
is
does.
a bowling. If we're thinking about the same
we
thing,
are.
there is a bowling alley.
There is. And so then I guess I did live my dream then, live my fantasy.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
What else? I worked at an assisted living place. That was fun. I worked at, oh my gosh, there was another, I worked at a movie theater.
Isn't that like the most recent one?
That was actually the most recent one was the assisted living and the bowling alley.
okay.
I worked 2 jobs at the same time.
Can you talk
Yeah.
about the Minions movie? You were there for that, right?
July 1st. I was there. It's one, my sister's birthday, but 2, the worst day of my life was that day. The Minions Rise of Gru, I will never watch that movie ever because I worked the theater that day and the opening was the worst day of my life. And I've had a lot happen to me. That was the worst day of my life because we had to work it. That was when it was popular to like people dressed up in suits and like that was fun.
People dressed up in suits to see the
People
Minion
dressed up in
movie?
suits to see the Minions movie.
Like real suits, like tie?
Yeah, suit and tie. Someone showed up in an Among Us blow up suit.
Okay, I love that.
That was kind of sick. Like it was cool to see, but it's also kids seeing it. So, literally popcorn was everywhere, like on the floors, in the seats. Drinks were spilled. Accidents happened,
No.
which we weren't allowed to clean up.
Were people throwing bananas at the
Yes. We were taking a break because we had like 45 minutes in between the first showing ending and the next showing ending. And between that, I had my manager come up to me because we were not allowed to sit at my movie theater.
We also can't sit at Walmart.
Yeah, because
That's crazy.
which
I do
hate
anyways.
that.
I do anyways. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna stand for 8 hours straight. Actually.
No, literally, like, hey, companies, people sitting down does not mean that they're not doing work and that they're not working hard. That's what they think. They're like, oh, when people see people sitting down, they think that they're not working hard or doing a good job. No,
and
actually.
it always just so happens that the moment you sit down for like 4 seconds, then they come over.
That's exactly what happened.
And then they think you're sitting the whole
We've
time.
been cleaning like these horrible theaters for so long, and then so we get this 45-minute break. We're sitting down. Our manager comes over and she's like, "What? Can you clean the lobby? Like, why are you sitting down?" And we're like, "Hello, like we need a break because these kids have been throwing popcorn." And then another manager who used to be an usher, so he's like super chill, like he knows how we work things. He comes over to us and he goes, "Hey, so there are kids bringing bananas into the theater and throwing them at the screens. So if you could just like keep an eye out for bananas, that'd be really great." And I'm like, where was this in the job description? Where I saw,
I don't get paid enough.
I don't get paid. I did not. I got paid like minimum wage, I guess. But at the time,
Right.
but like still minimum wage is not enough to deal with people throwing bananas at screens.
That's
Although
crazy.
I think it had to have been better than the Minecraft movie. I have to say
Bro.
it. To all the movie theater workers who are working the Minecraft movie, I stand with you because
straight up.
the stuff that I went through, I can't imagine.
Well, because someone literally brought like a real chicken into the
Yes,
theater.
I'm
Not
still.
this one.
I know. Oh my gosh, imagine.
That would have been crazy.
I would have been crazy. I'm still in the Usher group chat from when I worked in that movie theater. I should have left it, but I didn't. And they don't care enough. But they send videos of the theaters, and there was one where a guy took his drink at the chicken jockey part. He took his drink and just chucked it across the theater. And that theater, that was one of our biggest theaters too. It was like one of our X Plus theaters, so it's like a lot of seats, and so they just chucked it. And I was like, hey, what if you hit somebody?
Hey, I actually would have started a fight.
No, I'm very surprised there wasn't a fight.
Like, if someone threw their drink and it landed on me, I would have actually.
No, I know.
I would have been really upset.
I would have been so upset.
I just saw something.
What?
I just saw something crazy.
What did you see? Oh, yeah.
So I thought that okay.
Tea time.
Tea time. I thought my liner was taken off, but it was actually just moved into the red.
Oh, well.
But
we can play it later.
We can play it later. Now it's on there twice. So
love.
Hashtag love.
Hashtag love.
Hashtag sorry.
hashtag love. Hashtag sorry goes crazy.
No, because every time I do that, it reminds me of SpongeBob, where it's like, thank you.
We were talking about that.
I know. Oh my god.
Rock bottom.
How are you? I'm gonna start talking like that for real.
No, literally. I'm just gonna randomly when people are talking to me, give a presentation.
Ooh, I should have done that in my presentation this morning.
Yes.
My presentation this morning that I somehow did because I actually thought my voice was gonna be.
I was ready
gone.
for you to have to kind of stand there and just smile.
No, yeah, because at the beginning of it, I was like, yeah, so sorry.
Oh, no.
Hey, so actually, whenever I lose my voice, I take advantage of it because I think it's the funniest thing in the world.
And that's real. I always love when I lose my voice, I always love doing stuff like that. It's so funny to me.
It's so awesome.
I need to not get distracted. Fun fact about me, I have ADHD. Same. And I get distracted very well. I have ADD, but there's a whole thing. But I get distracted super easily. And I used to take meds for it, and now I don't. And I really should get back on those. And that's okay. But anyways,
no. I also have ADHD, but the meds are weird for me, so I'm I don't know how I feel about these, so I don't take them super often. So it's I'm just barely able to do my homework because I'm well, I'm gonna do every other thing in the world except for do my homework.
And that's real.
And then what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, whenever I'm talking to someone, I'm oh yeah, let me find that person's Instagram for you. I go on Instagram and then I scroll Instagram for 20 minutes and then I X out of it. And the moment I X out of it, I'm I was supposed to do that. So then I go back on there and then I scroll it and I get distracted and then I X out of it and I'm I really have to find that account.
Hey, I have to find this actually.
It's actually terrible.
I do that all the time. It's so bad. I'll be oh wait, let me find this thing, and then I scroll through and I'm but I'm looking at this now. And then, here's this funny thing I want to put on my close friend's story.
No, yeah, exactly.
No,
I'm
literally.
that post is so funny. Now let me look at the 20 other slides in the post.
Exactly. Because, all other 21, of those things are going to be super funny.
That's what I'm saying.
No, exactly. It's, oh my gosh. All right.
I want to talk about Twilight.
Yes.
Twilight was, in fact, one of our topics.
Twilight was, in fact, one of our topics.
Twilight was supposed to be my last show, but it was SpongeBob instead.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
Because we're talking about it now.
We agreed on this.
Yes. Actually, we're getting close to halfway. Do you want to take a quick break?
Just a little one.
Just a little teeny tiny little quick break?
Tiny little quick break.
Yeah. And then we can come back and talk about Twilight and our other topic.
Let's go.
So, all right. Well, we will be right back. Stay tuned for some more. Not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet. All right. We will be right back.
Tune in to News at Noon on Mondays and Wednesdays at noon with an additional news segment on High Noon Friday every Friday at noon. News at Noon gives you your local, campus, and international updates, as well as sports and weather. Be sure to tune in.
Hey, I'm Sarah from Hit Girl, and you're listening to 88.9 The Voice with all of the greatest hits. Get it? Play the song. Play it. Don't you watch me do it? Why don't you watch me
Me when I want to break you.
Me when I want to break you.
Me when I want to break you.
Me when I want to break you. Fun fact, I actually made that liner. Fun fact, I made that.
What?
I love talking about the things that I make. It's really happy. It makes me really happy. If you guys listen to Local at 1, if you heard that Relentless Moisture line, that was all me, bro. The one that plays 5 times within 2 hours, that was me.
Honestly, my favorite thing, though, I do love that.
I see your evil magic. It's literally so funny. I can't.
No, because that's why.
It's one of my favorite things I've ever made in my entire life.
That's why I love the long legs part, too, because I'm like, when Gordon sings that, like, he does that little, I say, it sounds like long legs to me.
No, for
in, like,
real.
the best way possible. I love it.
Funny.
It is literally so funny. All right, well, we're back.
We're back to
from our little tiny little break.
Our tiny little break. We're back to talk about Twilight.
Twilight here on WCVF FM 88.9, the voice of campus and community voice of Fredonia.
Exactly.
So exactly. And I've always said that. Me when I've always said that. Okay, so let's talk about Twilight. Okay. I was never obsessed with Twilight. Until this year, actually.
Literally, me, but last year.
Real? Mm-hmm. See, I didn't know that. I thought
in the summer.
I thought it was like not like a kid's thing for you, but like.
Nah, like I was kind of like, oh, I kind of want to watch movies, but then I started reading the books like last summer, and then I was like, oh my god, I am obsessed with this. I love it so much. And then I read the first 3 books and a novella that was like based on a character that was in the 3rd book.
Oh.
And then I started reading Breaking Dawn, and I got halfway through Breaking Dawn. I got spoiler alert from this movie that came out almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, spoiler. I'll give you 3, 2, 1.
I got to the part, like, I literally just stopped reading at the part where Bella became a vampire and Jacob, you imprinted on my baby. Yeah.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now, and I haven't read it in a while because I'm like,
no, I get it.
I can't read. I actually can't read. Actually, a fun fact about me.
Fun fact about me, you can't read, actually.
Fun fact about me, I have a giant pile of books on my desk that I have not touched ever.
No, see, I'm completely different because I'm currently reading 2 books at one time.
Okay, period.
And it's a tandem read, so I've talked about this so much. I'm so sorry if y'all are hearing this for the 50th time. But I'm tandem reading, so I have sticky notes marking like specific chunks of chapters. And so it'll be like, I read chapter 1 through 3 of this book, and then I switch to the other book, and I read chapter 1 through 4 of that book, and I go back. So like, because it's 2 different stories happening at the same exact time. So it's like I'm reading, because like, and it's cool because I'll read.
What books?
It's Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Okay. It is a part of the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas.
I knew it was her.
I love Sarah J. Maas's books. So
is she the one that does ACOTAR?
Yes.
ACOTAR.
I got my sister to read ACOTAR. She just finished the entire series, so I can finally talk to her about everything. And apparently, from what my sister told me this, so if she's wrong, shame her, don't shame me. Sarah J. Maas is gonna announce the newest ACOTAR book on Monday, from what I heard. So if y'all like those books, get ready. And Monday also happens to be my birthday. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. That actually doesn't matter.
Monday is Megan's birthday.
Monday is my birthday.
And then Tuesday is one of our other friends, Nastia's birthday.
Oh my gosh,
Nastia,
really?
shout out.
Nastia, shout out.
I'm not going to be here for her birthday because I'm going to see Magdalena Bay. But
oh my gosh.
I know, it's kind of messed up. But she wasn't here for my birthday because she was auditioning for the Disney College program. So.
Oh. Well, I mean, hey, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Nastia's probably not listening, so I'm going to tell all of you guys that I'm getting her Jake Paul merch for her birthday.
Stop. That's actually insane.
Sorry that I keep peeking the microphone. I'm having such a good time right now.
That's so funny. Wait, okay. So because she watches
genuinely.
I didn't know if this was a bit.
No, she's been watching him since high school.
And is she like is she like?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's so funny.
See, I didn't know.
Nastia, shout out. I doubt she's listening, but I love her so much.
Love you, Nastia. Did not know this about you. I do remember though. We did it wasn't Video. It might have been Video Star. We did a Video Star music video. I don't know if it was last year or the year before to the fall of Jake Paul. Yeah. That was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. I actually
think that was last year.
That was the funniest thing that ever happened to me.
I know what this year's gonna be, but I'm not gonna tell you. It's gonna be
so
really
excited.
It's gonna be so funny.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually so excited.
And we have like a list of people that we want to get on it.
Stop. stop. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun.
I know, it's gonna
I'm
be
really
awesome.
excited. But anyways, Twilight.
Yeah, so Twilight, actually.
But anyways, Twilight.
How did we even...
I don't know. I don't know how we got here.
It's
Sarah J. Maas, tandem reading, because we were talking about reading.
And then somehow we got to that.
Yeah.
Oh, your birthday.
My birthday.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Circling back.
We now know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna read the books before I watch the movies, and then I only read one of the books.
Okay.
And then I just watched the movies.
I actually did read I saw the first one a couple times, but I never, before I read them,
Yeah.
but I never really, fully paid attention, because it was always, something was happening. I was with my friends, and we kept, distracting each other. We were like, blah, blah, blah,
and
blah,
that's
blah.
how it is.
And then I saw, the second half of the second movie at one point, because
Mm-hmm.
I came downstairs at one point on Valentine's Day when my old roommate and their partner were watching it, and they were like, do you want to watch it with us? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Sure.
But it was halfway through, and I was like, okay. And then I finally, over the summer, it was either the summer or the end of spring. No, it was definitely the summer, because that's when I got them, because at Walmart, sometimes they do a little charity thing where people can donate their books, and then they sell them for some money. So I got all 4 books for $8.
See, I
So then I was like, I'm reading those right now.
See, I got mine from I think I got them from EJ. Shout out EJ. I got them from her because she didn't want them anymore, and I was like, well, I'll take them. That happened with a lot of my books.
Fair. I actually, so the second and third book, New Moon and Eclipse,
Yeah.
I had the movie cover book.
Yes.
You know?
Which, how do you
but
feel about those?
I don't like them.
I don't like them
So
either.
I ended up getting New Moon and Eclipse. I found New Moon at a thrift store for $1. So
Real?
I was like, with the original cover, so I was like, give me that. And then
Give me that.
for Christmas, one of my sisters, the new one, which, fun fact about me, I just found out that I have a half sister on my dad's side that we didn't know about, because
Oh my gosh.
it was before him and my mom got together, trust. But he didn't
That's
know.
dope.
He didn't know for reasons that she was
Wow.
a person. He didn't know about her at all.
Wow.
So, fun fact about me, that happened. It's really awesome, actually. But
That is actually pretty cool.
I was hanging out with her and her family at this bookstore. I think it's called Book Corner or something.
Ooh.
And if you're around Niagara Falls, I think it's called Book Corner. It was really cool. It was a really cool store. It's really big. It's awesome. Would recommend. And they had Eclipse, but they had the new version.
Ooh.
Or okay, it was a new print. It was the original cover, but it was a new print, you know?
Uh-huh.
And they got that for me, and they also got me 2 Anne Rice books, and one of them was signed.
That's cool.
I know, it was so awesome. But
I
yeah.
love that.
So yeah, I have those, and then I also have Midnight Sun, which
Yes,
I have not started at all yet, but I'm so excited to read it. And then I also have to get Life and Death, which, fun fact, if you guys don't know,
I don't,
so
actually.
Midnight Sun is, if you don't know, Midnight Sun is Twilight, the first book, but it's told in Edward's perspective. And then Life and Death is Twilight, the first book, but it's gender swapped.
Oh.
It's
okay.
Edith Cullen and
Stop.
Beau Swan. But do you want to know what Beau stands for?
What does Beau stand for?
Beaufort.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I feel like they should have tried something that started with an I, because her name is Isabella, so they could have tried to,
No real.
But I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read it.
I'm gonna read that.
Give me that.
Give me that. I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Exactly. I'll get back into reading when I leave here. I my brain is
Once you've got
my brain
a
is
little
melted.
bit more time.
Exactly. My
That'll
brain is
do it.
melted. I'm actually failing one of my classes right now.
And hey,
Do you want to know what my grade is in this class?
oh, please tell me.
It's a 9.23%. Oh, yeah, genuinely.
How do you?
Because I haven't turned in some of the homework. And
Hey, real-
we actually just took an exam on Wednesday, and I got a 0 out of 15.
How do you do that? I'm so sorry.
It's so
I'm
hard,
not shaming you
bro.
because I also fail. I've failed music theory 5 times. How do you
It's
do that?
okay, it's managerial economics,
Uh-huh.
and it's my brain just does not comprehend it, and it's so hard. And
No,
I'm just
that's also how I am. I have to take statistics for psychology. I cannot get it for anything. It's crazy. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not a numbers person.
Yeah, like, I'm good with numbers, but to a certain extent. You give me anything in, like, the 12 times table,
Yeah.
I got you. I can do all that.
Yeah.
You want me to think of the tax, I got you. Subtraction and addition, give me a minute, I can do that in my head.
Yes.
I got you. But if you ask me to do any sort of, like, calculus or anything like that, don't
even come near me.
Don't look at me. Don't come near me. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. Don't come by my
Don't
house.
text me.
We're done.
We're actually done. But yeah, so, like, that, it's, like, some calculus, and there's, like, other stuff, and I also am just, like, I love my professor. I'm not gonna say his name, but I doubt he's listening, but if he is, I do really enjoy your class. I'm just really, like, not, like, you know.
No, real.
I can't do it, bro. I can't.
Real. So how'd we get on this?
Okay, so Twilight, actually.
No,
So Twilight.
I was like, wait, how did we get on this?
I said I was gonna read when I graduated, and then we started talking about school.
Gotcha.
See, this is what it's like when two people with attention disorders.
When worlds collide.
When. Bro, I love. We talked about the SpongeBob episode at my last show, but when worlds collide,
yes,
that is like one of my favorite.
When worlds collide,
like, it's so funny. It's literally so funny. Would recommend.
Love that.
So Twilight.
Yes.
Anyways, Twilight.
Twilight.
What else is there to talk about?
I don't know.
So, like, personally, I got really obsessed with the books.
Real?
Like, immediately when I started reading them. And I was so obsessed with them. And I read, like, the first 3 really fast. And then when I started reading Breaking Dawn, it took me a long time because I started it at the beginning of fall semester. So I'm only halfway through since the beginning of fall semester, if that gives you any perspective.
Real.
And, like, I do love the books, but there is one thing that kind of, like, gets me, which is, like, you know, in books when there's, like, a scene change, kind of, so they like put in, like, a space
the little, like,
in the paragraph. They don't do that.
Oh, they just go straight through?
Just, like, go. And I'm like,
I don't know about
that's kind
that.
of, like, it's, like, weird. And also, it, like, the writing isn't great. I just, like, it's so camp. And the movies also are so camp. Like, I love them so much.
I do love the movies.
The writing in Twilight is...
I gotta look up, actually, I'm gonna look up my Letterboxd reviews of Twilight right now.
The writing in Twilight is very much, like, telling and not showing. So it'll be like, Bella walked into the room and picked up her fork and put it in the lasagna and ate the lasagna. And then she looked over at Edward and he looked like this. And then she... like, you know, it's all that. So, like,
exactly.
To be honest, the writing isn't great.
No, it's not my favorite.
I do not gaff because I love it.
I don't give a gaff.
I don't give a gaff.
I don't give a gaff.
Like, I actually love it so much. It's so camp. It's really great.
Okay, I found my Letterboxd reviews.
Let's go.
So let's go through these really quick.
This actually circles back to when I was on your show.
It's true, because then we did this.
Yes.
Twilight, I gave 2.5 stars. And I said about 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of me, and I didn't know exactly how potent that part might be, that didn't like this movie. And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with Carlisle Cullen. Also, the soundtrack is amazing. I cannot stress this enough.
Yeah, oh my God, Decode.
Oh my God, please.
By Paramore.
Yes.
I was so obsessed with that song for a bit. I played it on repeat for like literally days, and then I was like, okay, no, I can never listen to this again.
No, real.
Except now I can, because now it like brings me back.
Real. Twilight New Moon was 3 stars. Cannot.
New Moon?
New Moon was 3 stars. Can't say what I said about it on air. So if you want to follow me on Letterboxd and look it up, please do that. Next one.
That's fair.
Eclipse was 4 stars. This was my favorite movie.
Eclipse was
I
also...
loved Eclipse.
Haven't seen Breaking Dawn yet. Actually, no, I saw the first part of Breaking Dawn.
Yeah.
But, because I got that far in the book.
Yeah.
But Eclipse, definitely my favorite so far.
Yes.
New Moon, definitely my least favorite, because I am, according to my paper plate that Megan made for me, actually, I'm the #1 Jacob Black hater.
Yeah.
Because I actually hate him, like, to my core. Because
I hate him.
Is just, like, people love him and they're like, he would have been perfect for... No, he doesn't listen to her. He was constantly like, you're in love with me, and he wouldn't listen to her, and then kind of just made her, like, convince herself that maybe she was. And I personally, like...
And again, spoiler alert, like, the whole thing that they had with, like, oh, you can kiss me just once. What?
Yeah, also,
What
like,
does that mean?
He was like, you do love me, and then he kissed her without her permission.
No.
And then she punched him in the face and
Which
broke
real.
her hand.
Which real?
But yeah, like, it was just, like, crazy. And then when Bella, spoiler alert, 1, 2,
3.
4. Okay, when Bella was pregnant with Edward's vampire baby, Edward was like, oh my god, she's gonna die, oh my god. And she was like, no, I won't get rid of this baby. I want this baby.
That was crazy.
And Edward was like, if you want a baby so bad, Jacob can give you a baby.
Whoa.
I was like,
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I don't know about that.
Okay.
That's not okay. I don't know about that.
But yeah, so I don't know. I just hate Jacob.
I hate Jacob so much.
I think he's a lame,
Lame-o.
freakazoid. I think he's a freakazoid creep weirdo.
Freak.
I can't lie.
Oh my god, real. My review for Eclipse was, unfortunately, I really liked this movie. Charlie Swan is an amazing dad, and if you mess with him, you mess with me.
No, I agree. I love Charlie. I love Carlisle.
Yes.
I hated that they changed the actor for Victoria.
I know. As
Like,
much as I love Bryce Dallas Howard.
I was gonna say, like, she's an amazing actor, but they gave her the worst wig I've ever seen in my entire
literally,
life.
it's not good.
Like, it's just, honestly, like, I would have been perfectly, like, I think she has natural ginger hair.
Yeah, she does.
So I'm like, why did they
Why'd
give
you
her
do this?
the ugliest wig I've literally ever seen in my entire life? That's actually not the worst one. There are really bad ones in Twilight, too. Like,
Real.
in the Twilight movies, there's a video, would recommend looking at it if you want, but there's a video of, like, all the wigs in the Twilight movies and, like, rating them.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I think in, like, I don't know if I got there yet, but in one of the Breaking Dawn movies, I think Carlisle has this wig that looks really, really bad.
Probably.
Like, it's really bad.
I'm thinking back. I don't want to think about Breaking Dawn Part 2. And I have my review for Breaking Dawn Part 1 here. Have you seen Part 1 or have you seen Breaking Dawn at all?
I saw Part 1.
Okay. This is my review for Breaking Dawn Part 1. 2 stars. Why would you have a train on your dress if you're getting married in a forest? That is
Okay.
going to have twigs all up in it.
That's real, but also low-key I would.
It's
Because, like,
beautiful.
it gives it character.
I'm not saying it's not beautiful. I'm just saying if you know that you're getting married in a not gross forest. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful venue. But if you're getting married in that forest and you're walking, your train is going to have twigs
Like,
and leaves and grass.
I totally get where you're coming from, but I low-key would do that.
Real.
Because I do not give a gaff. I literally, okay.
Yes.
Quick story.
Of course.
Valentine's Day 2023. It was like really nice out. I was wearing like a cute fit. I was like #self-love. There's this one jacket that I wear on Valentine's Day every year.
Yes.
Except I didn't wear it this year because I had the flu.
No.
So I was stuck inside my house. And that was like actually, the flu was so bad.
I'm
like,
sure.
It was almost as bad as the first time I had COVID.
Dang.
Like, I felt so awful. But anyways, so February 2023, I am,
Yes.
Before I start talking about that, another fun fact about me is that 2 of my old partners, I broke up with one of them the day before Valentine's Day and the other one the day after Valentine's Day. That happened to me twice. And on Valentine's Day when I was in 7th grade, I started my period.
No.
So Valentine's Day has like a
Weird connotations.
like a lot of things have happened to me on Valentine's Day. But okay, like that was like the first one ever.
Real.
But yeah, anyways, so Valentine's Day 2023.
Uh-huh.
I am wearing a cute little outfit
Yes.
and I have like my flare jeans on and whatever. And it was really nice. And my class was canceled and I didn't check like my email, so I just got there and no one was there and I was like, no way. So then it had like just rained a day or two before that. So I walked to the creek
Yeah.
in like my cute little outfit,
Real.
walked around, and then when I got back there was mud all over my pants.
Okay. I mean, I've kind of done, I don't know why I did. I kind of done the same thing
I
where
just
like
love it. I don't really care.
like a week ago when it was super nice out, I was in a dress and like nice flats and I went to the creek and I got my flats all muddy, but like I can just wash them.
No, yeah.
But like, I don't know, I feel like for a wedding, because like you gotta have the reception afterwards and
Right.
all that stuff.
Well, if I ever get married and I have like an actual wedding, because I would like to have a wedding, but they're really expensive. So
They really
it would definitely
are.
be like come to my backyard.
Hang
type
out.
thing. But yeah, I definitely I plan on having like a nice, pretty little dress, and
Real.
then maybe like a different one to change into, or I will it will have a removable like long skirt or something.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, because you will not catch me in a long wedding dress during the reception.
Real.
Like I need to move around.
Understandable.
I'm gonna start a mosh pit at my wedding.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my friends' bands to
that
play
would be
my
so
wedding.
fun.
Because I'm with the band.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
that was my paper plate
Paper
for
plate.
the radio station banquet.
Love.
Shout out radio station banquet.
Yes. You know what else I love?
This grapevine.
Reading a grapevine. WNYF Television's current longest-running late-night talk show, A Sit Down with Brock, is coming to a close with a grand series finale. And the question on everyone's mind is, how would the host top himself this time? Get ready for even more off-the-wall banter, sharp zingers, hilarious interviews, and overall, expect the unexpected. If you're interested and don't want to miss out, tune in on Thursday, May 8th at 10 p.m. on the WNYF Television YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/WNYF Television. I also have to clear the air on something right now. The leader is not actually in a lawsuit with Brock Papke. That is fully satire.
Someone said.
Someone believed it.
Oh my god.
And they told my roommate to ask me if it was real. So I'm going to say right now, hey, fun fact, all fake news.
Fake news.
All satire, all not real.
Fake news.
Just got to
actually.
say that right now. Okay, so
Real. We need to circle.
I was going to say,
to our.
we need to do the
topic.
second topic.
So, fun fact.
Fun fact about
The
us.
second topic actually is something that I very much love, and that I have loved
Yes.
since 2014.
Oh.
If that helps anyone.
I wonder.
And a hint to what we were talking about. This is not the main character,
It's not.
but this is one of my favorite characters in one of the newest games,
real.
and it's.
As you look at me, and I'm like,
no. Hold on. Hey kid, come on out. We're only trying to help, and
I love it.
that is Montgomery Gator.
And that is Monty
from,
Gator.
From FNAF Security Breach.
FNAF Five Nights at Freddy's.
FNAF at Freddy's.
FNAF at Freddy's.
FNAF at Freddy Five Bear.
Yeah, Freddy
Um,
Five. I have not heard that one. I love that one.
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, because so fun fact, I had my own FNAF at Freddy's experience at that bowling alley actually.
Yes. I need that. Wait, bring me there.
No, like okay. It was really bad.
Oh,
like there
never
was
mind, don't bring me
no, don't because it was my first day working. My first day, first 30 minutes. I walk in to the. I'm gonna say right now, nobody was hurt. Everybody was okay. Everything is okay. I worked at a bowling alley, and there was this like student bowling thing or whatever that I was training or whatever, and all of a sudden I hear somebody go like, turn off the stuff, and I'm like, what? Because I don't know what to do, and I look, and there's a kid like there's a kid on the lane where like the thing that
takes the pins.
pulls
He was
the
just, like,
pins.
standing over there.
Well, like he was like in it. Like like the guard to kind of like stop it was like on top of him.
Oh, nah.
I was freaking out. But everybody was okay. Nobody was harmed. The kid was fine. That's why the guard's kind of there. I mean, to make sure that kids don't do that.
That's actually crazy.
It was insane. And that's my first 30 minutes of work.
Honestly,
And I was like,
Real.
okay, well, I just had my own FNAF experience at a bowling alley.
that's real.
Crazy.
That's scary.
But
That's
yeah.
low-key scary.
Low-key scary. But
Yeah.
also, again, everybody was okay.
We have like 3 minutes to talk about FNAF right now.
I know. Okay, well, you go for it
okay.
because I gotta learn.
So okay. So I honestly if I'm trying to think of the lore off the top of my head, it's hard to think. But I'm just gonna talk about Security Breach.
Go for it.
So I started watching Security Breach. I actually played the whole game. I played it through like multiple times. I got every ending. I think I got most of the collectibles. I love FNAF Security Breach. The game, camp, janky, bad. Like, I had it on the PS4 too, and the graphics, bad, awful, really bad. They finally updated it, and it looks so much better because it was so pixely. It was so bad. Like, oh my God, don't even like.
No, real.
But I love that game. Monty is my favorite. And I know that's kind of a controversial opinion.
Is it?
People. Like, some people love him and some people like hate him because they're like, he killed Bonnie. And
I don't know the lore.
Maybe he did kill Bonnie, but like.
I put it on. 87. Oh my God.
I actually love that song.
One of my favorites.
Wait, I actually low-key might go to a Living Tombstone concert in October.
Real?
I don't know yet if I'm going, but I'm thinking about it. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to keep this really quick because we do have to play our last booth
We do have to play our booth play.
But, okay, so FNAF Security Breach, it's like the gameplay sometimes is so like tedious and annoying because like there's this part where you have to go to the West Arcade or whatever. And it's, like, really big, and that's where, like, DJ Music Man is, and he's, like, extremely large, like, actually, like, ridiculously large. And, that is the reason why I want to play this game in VR. If that's,
real.
If that's possible.
I saw, Smosh, shout out Smosh. I saw Smosh play it in VR, and it looked really fun, although I think I would freak out.
Yeah. I have, one of my friends gave me a VR set for free.
That's cool.
But I haven't set it up yet. But anyways, so he like that part. So you go into this this arcade to fix a robot head so that you can get on the Roxy Raceway so that you can hit her with your thing and take her eyes so that you can upgrade Freddy.
Oh, real.
And that's like right before the end of the game or whatever. But so basically you're in the West Arcade and then you go up to try to fix the robot head and then all the lights turn off and then all the lights turn off and then you're supposed to go down, like it's a big arcade too.
Yeah.
So you have to go down and you have to find like 3 or 4 different switches to turn because the power went off, so you have to turn it back on.
Yeah.
And then so like that in itself, because there's Chica and Monty and a ton of like the security bots just out and about. And so you go there, and then that's like really annoying because you get caught all the time, especially by Monty, because you can choose if you want to go after Monty or Chica first. And Monty has sunglasses, so if you go after Chica first, Monty, you can't even like shoot him with your laser gun to blind him and stun him.
Dang.
And you don't have Freddy, because Freddy, if you go after Chica first, you get a voice box, and then Freddy will be able to stun animatronics, but Freddy won't come in because he said, I'm not allowed to dance, and when I go to the West Arcade, I can't help it. I can't help dancing. So he doesn't go with you. That makes it so hard, bro. Well, he can't dance because at the beginning he had like a malfunction on stage. But yeah, anyways, so basically, overall, you have to press all those things, and it's really annoying because they're all around, and it's so hard, and I've, like, failed at that part so many times. And then you finally get to the last one, and there's, like, a giant hole in the wall at the last one, and then when you press it, DJ Music Man comes out, and he chases you.
No.
And so, but, okay, so the thing about this is that you cannot save it at all from the start to the end.
Real.
So it takes a long time to do that, too. So, yeah, that's my beef with Scott Cawthon. But unfortunately,
yes, unfortunately, we are out of time. We do have to play our last booth play. But thank you so much.
This was so fun, and I had the best time in my life ever.
I also did. I'm very, very happy with what we've done today.
Yes.
But we will talk to you soon. Oh, well, or at least I will. And
yeah, I won't. Actually, I'll be here sometimes as a alumni.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much for listening, y'all. All right. We will see you soon. Bye.
Love you. Game of love. Game of love.
Game of love.